You got into Harvard Law?
What, like it's hard?
Just trust me, you'll be fine. Oh, yeah!
Now listen. I can excuse killing Palestinians, but I draw the line at killing white people. I mean, what? This is completely indefensible. How dare you? How dare you? They went from car after car after car, and you bombed car after car after car? Whoa. You're only supposed to do this with Palestinians. You're only supposed to do this with black and brown people. We know this. We had a meeting about it at the APAC meeting yesterday. We went over this. We did a whole spreadsheet, everything. Like, whoa. You can't do this with us. Not with us. Oh no. All right. Okay, you're crossing a boundary. You're overstepping. Cause look. I can turn away from the murdering of Palestinians. But with white people? I don't know if I can do that. Man. Come on now. Come on.
I've never actually said this to anyone, but I have body dysmorphia.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up, Alice.
僕らは何回だってきっとそう何年だってきっとさよならと
Ciao, Donatella.
Tonanun gireni ganege mareji nonun baranun genomu namana jamkan irado noran barabunya mori eburi nadorin danika nanun horuryo nunun mor chamgyo haryo danegi oryapge nurugo gure mian heranun han madiro nanan nandul mamori hesoji daddy dago daddy dam dam yangen bam yangen nega mo kasi potong daddy dam bam yangen bam yangen ya tonanun gireni ganege marenji nonun baranun ginomu namana.
Some tour making music. Don't ask me how I did it, I just did it. It was hard.
Hi, I'm Noah, and I roast historical figures. Today I'll be roasting literal saint and a woman seen here reacting to someone requesting painkillers, Mother Teresa. Despite receiving millions of dollars in donations, according to an article in The Lancet in 1994, the care available at Mother Teresa's facilities was haphazard, and they lacked strong painkillers and blood film tests that could be used to diagnose malaria. Mother Teresa provided thousands of sick and dying people with attention. I just wish it had been medical attention. In 1991, German magazine Stern reported that only 7% of the money donated to Missionaries of Charity, Mother Teresa's organization, was used for charity. I know it wouldn't be great for branding, but it would be more accurate to call them missionaries of 93% not charity. According to a former member of Mother Teresa's order, Susan Shields, sisters were instructed to ask dying patients who weren't Christian if they wanted a ticket to heaven, then if they said yes, baptize them while not telling them what a baptism is. It's funny that she offered them a ticket to heaven. I'd say that secretly converting people got Mother Teresa a ticket in the opposite direction. Shields also said that she saw sisters reusing needles until they were so blunt they caused pain. Missionaries are supposed to spread the word of God, and based on how unsanitary that is, Mother Teresa must have thought the word of God was an infectious disease. Despite Missionaries of Charity caring for many patients with HIV/AIDS, Mother Teresa was opposed to condom use, saying that it was the worst problem of all because it destroyed love. The worst problem, said a patient whose T cells were being destroyed by HIV. Mother Teresa associated with many figures who hope to gain legitimacy from her good reputation, including accepting an award from the notoriously corrupt president of Haiti, Jean-Claude Duvalier, who oversaw large-scale human rights abuses. In Mother Teresa's defense, whenever she received an award, she put the money to good use. Sorry, 7% of the money to good use. Alright, let me know who else I should roast, sign up for my Patreon for early and bonus content, and join me next time when I'll be roasting Connecticut Senator and a man who's suffering from face deflation, Joe Lieberman.
These are my top 5 baddest white women of all time. Of course, with a topic like this, a lot of people are going to have different opinions. It's going to be relatively controversial. People will have different definitions of what qualifies as bad, and this is my opinion alone, really just as to what my preferences of bad are. So you can disagree with me in the comments, but this is my list personally. And here we go in no particular order. Margaret Thatcher. Margaret Thatcher was pretty bad. She was sort of the Ronald Reagan of the UK. She broke up unions, deregulated multiple privatized industries, and also lowered the taxes on the rich, overall leading to just a terrible downfall for the UK's economy. I'd consider her pretty bad. Mother Teresa, while being known for her charitable work and bringing attention to those ill in less fortunate countries, less than 10% of the money that she received for charity actually went to helping any of those people, and most of them lived in pretty terrible conditions, so Mother Teresa actually didn't do that much aid. Madame Delphine Lalaurie of New Orleans, if you don't know who that is, she abused her slaves so badly that she had to flee to France during her lifetime when slavery was still legal in the United States, and people attempted to burn her mansion down. She was known for having bouts of rage and taking out gross physical violence upon the people that she enslaved, so also pretty bad. On that same note, Carolyn Bryant Dunham, the woman who accused Emmett Till, which led to his gross torture and death, it was originally believed that Emmett Till whistled or flirted at her, and that led her to tell men who would go then to beat up and end Emmett Till's life. But we found out more recently that none of that ever happened. He had never even spoken to her. Like, in my childhood, I was taught that he had said something, but in fact, he hadn't said anything at all. She let 50 years go before telling the truth. Pretty bad. And last but not least, Queen Elizabeth II, who benefited directly from England's colonialism. She could quite literally be considered the face of colonialism. More than 700 million people were colonized under her rule. More than 20 countries fought for their independence during her rule, and many of them had to go through brutal civil wars or detention camps installed by the British. And she got to live out her comfortable life as a royal, being remembered as a graceful and respected older woman on the dime of the suffering of hundreds of millions of people so that she could prance around in fancy jewelry. So I would also consider that pretty bad. April Fools.
Why should young people in the U.S. pay attention to Gaza?
Gaza has become a metaphor for all the downtrodden people in the world who are pushed around and beaten by this horrible, heartless system. I feel like a lot of support from young people, it comes from a kind of instinctive identification with the underdog. But when you hear about mass famine, half the people are younger than you. If you have kid brothers or sisters, they're the age of your kid brother or sister. It's the same heartless system which refuses to give your generation a future.
If you're a person of color, any problem you have can be blamed on colonization. Didn't get into a college? It's 10 times harder for a brown person to get into a fancy university than a white person. Colonization. Don't feel connected to your culture? Years of brainwashing and media control forced us to look at white individuals as our role model. Colonization. Can't function within capitalist society? Foreigners came in and changed decades of structures that we were living on for centuries before the capitalist system came in. Colonization. Feel disconnected to nature? The same foreigners deemed the ways of nature barbaric and archaic. Colonization. Can't get viral on TikTok? The algorithm favors white people. Colonization. Welcome, have a good day.
Let's make a Coke float featuring Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola owns brands including Costa, Schweppes and Smart Water, and controls nearly half the global non-alcoholic drinks market. Coca-Cola has been named the world's #1 plastic polluter for the past 6 years. They exhausted water supplies in El Salvador, and through their bottling processes in Mexico, they dump contaminated water into natural water sources, making the tap water too dangerous to drink, forcing locals to buy their bottled water. Coca-Cola has violated workers' rights in countries including Colombia, Haiti, the Philippines, Indonesia, Ireland, UK and the USA. Even hiring paramilitary military to murder workers in Colombia. Palestine solidarity groups are calling for a boycott of Coca-Cola because they continue to operate their factory in Atarat, an illegal Israeli settlement. Tastes like Coca-Colonization to me.
I could be a good mother, and I wanna be your wife.
I'm going to say something because I think a lot of people aren't going to understand it, unfortunately, unless a white person says it. You understand the point of violent resistance. You understand this because you live in states like Texas and Florida where stand your ground laws exist. If someone breaks into your home and kills someone or tries to steal from you, you can shoot them dead and the state will support you. The law will protect you because that was your home and your family and your belongings. Then we watch an entire population, over 1 million homes destroyed, over 30,000 dead. Someone walks into a Palestinian's home, steals their house, kills their family, and then when they turn around and the only forms of resistance available to them as they scream and broadcast their terror to the entire world, standing by, doing nothing, is to pick up a rock or join a resistance group, and then suddenly they're terrorists and we want you to be free, just not that way. This is not about the violence. This is about white privilege. No, you were the bitch in the civil rights movement going, I don't believe in slaves, but my neighbor's grandfather was a slave owner and we have tea on Fridays. So if I take a stance on this, I might not get invited to Friday brunch anymore. Like, fuck you. Like, I'm not calling for violence. I'm saying that people can't say violence is not the answer when historically violence has been the only thing that moved the needle in any resistance movement ever. The point of protest is disruption. If you do not disrupt the people and systems that benefit from keeping everything the way it is, they're never gonna change that system. This is some 101 give a mouse a cookie shit, but here we are.
Nous même en tant que jeunes, nous avons dit non avec l'occupation américaine. Blanc, pas de droit, puis les sols là. Là, ils viennent là, ils viennent exploiter toute richesse nous. Par exemple, l'eau nous, l'uranium nous, pétrole nous, bauxite nous, qui ont été ministres, qui ont été minières, qui ont été mini-jeep. Ils fait nabi. Après ça, ils ont détruit la production nationale là. Ils ont quitté maladie. Américain, c'est le pote dans le pays nous. Américain là qui est plus de monde sans papa. Maman Américain a dit qu'il choléra, c'est eux même qui portent choléra pour nous en bas fatra, en bas saleté. Ça fait 3 fois. 3 occupations nous prend, pays a pas jamais offert nous rien. Yo dans le pays là, yo tué Jovenel. Si Américain pas complice dans l'assassinat Jovenel Moïse, faut Américain est entré en Haïti pour arrêter moun qui ont été criminels. L'Occident même, c'est un malheur pour Haïti. Ça même. Et projet bourgeois prostitution qui tire l'État. Je veux dire là, nous pas l'État haïtien parce que l'État nous gagne là, son l'État anti-peuple. Son l'État qui peut travailler au profit peuple haïtien, son l'État qui travaille pour l'Occident, qui travaille pour les États-Unis. Nous dit, je dis là, maintenant de chaque population, commencer à acheter manchette nous, commencer à acheter poudre parce que nous allons battre en face américain. Avant américain, avant ambassade Canada, avant ambassade de France. Fuck you Américain, répétez.
I just learned that it is now 100% of the population of Gaza is critically food insecure. It is the first time in history that an entire population is critically food insecure.
Please don't talk to me about decolonization when you still speaking in the colonizer's language. See you genocide us, then you colonize us. See you sterilize us, and now you fetishize us. See you stigmatize us, then
The UK said that there's a chance that we're going to war. What? I have like family members all over the world. What if I've got like a sniper and I see them? Should I tell them to duck? Should I be like, bro, who's that person behind you? Are you close to them? Okay, cool, no, duck. Kung Fu Panda still stands as the greatest trilogy. I don't care about World War 3, 1 or 2. Kung Fu Panda 1, 2 or 3 is better.